Konami Studios.
Power Rangers issue number 2. So Mighty Morphin's doing its own thing. What are the other ones up to, you know? Where are Zac, Trini, and Jason? What are they doing? Well, they are in space, y'all. And they are investigating some certain shit that's going on. So this issue was pretty fun. It kind of picks up right where the last one left off. They have freed Drakkon from prison. Now they're headed to space to help the Imperials. And it's pretty exciting. So we open up this book. We see a lot of just random shots of the stuff in space. Not really sure what's going on here. We see some weapons flying. The giant cat thing is just like kind of hiding in the corner. Trini's out in space. And Jason's on the ship. He's got like a sword in his hand, and you see like the reflection of some glowing eyes in the sword, like he's ready to attack things. So we cut to 6 hours earlier, and we have a conversation with Jason and XI, and they're like, "This is gonna work, right?" And XI is kind of like, "Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not like, you know, Zordon had every single like call out in the galaxy to bring us down because we took Drakkon from him." And, you know, it's not like we're leading a homicidal maniac through the galaxy and he could betray us at any minute. And it's not like leaving Earth is a bad idea in general. It's not like blindly trusting the man who stabbed us in the back is like a good idea. You just see that the robot's like, this is not a good idea. And Jason is trying to be the voice of reason. He's like, you know, we're doing the right thing here. Drakkon said he watched the Red Emissary get killed by the Imperials. So if we can save other people from that happening, we should take the chance and do it. And that's why we're working with him, is pretty much it. So Jason's trying to take a more leadership role, and I think that's pretty cool. We see that Trini is escorting Drakkon into a different type of cell, and they're having an interesting conversation where Drakkon's kind of like, you know, you're not like Zac or Jason. You actually care about people, and you're a decent human being. And I'm going to tell you now, if you go down this path with these guys, you're going to get yourself killed, and you're too smart for that, so you shouldn't do it. And even Trina's like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna like listen to what you have to say because you tried to murder me and my friends, so you don't mean anything, so stop talking to me like somehow I'm gonna be your chosen little project to work on. And I like that, like, stand up, Trini, let's fucking go, girl, let's kick some ass here. So we have Drakkon locked up, and we cut to see Zac. He's just playing with some toy balls. I guess he's like throwing it for the cat to play with, but the cat rips the ball. I don't know, does this cat have a name? They're crazy. Really fun cat, like 6 eyes, I think. Really big, really cute stuff. And all of a sudden the power goes out and you're like, oh shit, what's happening? Everybody like reconvenes in like the center, like, okay, well, there's a ship incoming. Maybe we could use them to like jumpstart our power back up, and that could like help things out for us. So we'll have to go and do that. Well, Zac's trying to like reconfigure some power so they are able to like have some working power to use the charge. As that's happening, he hears some hissing in the background. He's trying to figure out what it is. Trini's doing the same thing on a different level, and when she turns around, she sees that there's this giant creature there, this dark-looking figure with red eyes, and like, oh, you look delicious. And you're like, oh, that's creepy. Then we see his face, and it's like a vampire in space with earrings. You're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. So now everyone's on the run because these space vampires are coming to attack them. Jason's going to a new place. He is instantly met by some of the vampires, so he's trying to take them down and fight them, and we get some nice action just seeing them all trying to survive. Jason's helmet kind of breaks a little bit, so you're like, oh shit, that's a bad sign. That's not going to go well, so he's trying to run away and escape, but he luckily manages to like close one of the doors so he can get through there. XI still like, alright, there's a lot of shit going on here. Zac, where are you? What's going on? Zac's trying to like hiding in the air ducts, and like all of a sudden he has to break out and use his chain to take them all down. He's doing his best at it, but there's still more of them coming, and the cat helps him, and like the giant cat just takes them all down. I guess it's not a cat because he calls it a dog. He's like, good doggy, but I think it's a cat. It looks more like a cat than a dog. That's just me though. What do I know? So Trini's kind of like in the cargo space, I guess, where she's next to like a plane where they came off from, and she's using a big hammer to take them all down, but she has a really smart idea. She's going to open the airlock and blast them all out into space. So she does that, and it kind of gives her the upper hand to like manage to like kick people off of her and get some stuff back in control, so she's able to fight her way through that, but it's still not going great. And of course it's not, because why would it? You're in the middle of space of nothing around you, and there's some vampires coming to kill you. Not a good call for you, Trini, but at least you tried something. At least you tried something. So we see that Drakkon is still in his prison cell, and he's like, all right, well, if you guys need my help, I mean, I could help you if you're like open to it. So maybe let's do that, right? But all of a sudden, the big creepiest mother effinist Dracula, I'm gonna call him a Dracula. I meant to say vampire, but he's a Dracula. He's like, There you are. We are the Horrid, and we are hungry to feed. And he kind of picks up Drakkon. And Drakkon being the Loki-type character in this book, because of course he is Loki sells, Drakkon sells, a really cool concept. He's like, hey, if you don't kill me, I could give you more stuff to feed on. This will be like the start of a beautiful friendship. And, you know, we'll be like great partners and all that stuff. We could get all this food, and we'll have a good time, and it'll be really fun. And you don't have to kill me. I'll give you other people to feast upon. Don't kill me, please. I'll betray everybody just to live because I'm Drakkon and I'm a dick. And then the big guy's like, well, okay. I mean, I guess we'll take the ones who attacked my children, and then that's how we'll do. But this is our ship now, and you're going to be our servant. So way to go, Drakkon. You made the wrong choice, and you backed the wrong horse. Of course you did, because you're kind of an idiot. And that's where the book kind of ends. And it's like, this is fun. I like this. It's drastically different than Mighty Morphin, which I think is a good thing, because you should have those two opposing forces. This one's really space and more hardcore and intense. It plays off like Alien in a lot of senses, where we see a lot of like the shadowy figures coming to attack them on a spacecraft, which is pretty cool. I'm actually thinking that's a really cool angle. And I think this book I like a little bit more than Mighty Morphin, actually. I was kind of like, which one am I going to think is a little more interesting? I think it could be this one, because it's got a lot of the characters I like. It's doing something a little different in the Power Rangers lore. But I think they're both really good, and they're going to make a lot of people happy. This one, it just has that right feel to me, and it's absolutely fun to see. So this book, I highly recommend it. If you're looking to jump on board the Power Rangers ship, like I have, I think this is a great place to start. I think it's going to make a lot of people happy and impressed with the lore and the characters, and you're going to get some cool stuff you've never seen before. Plus, who doesn't like space vampires with earrings? That shit's cool, and it's fun. So, Power Rangers issue number 2, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. And thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.